welcome back to the channel. I am super excited for today's video. It's one that has been months in the making. Not because of me, I was waiting on somebody else's schedule, but we'll talk about that later. But I've got a channel exclusive that I'm really excited to bring you guys a story about. So one of the things I've always wanted to do on the channel is when I was traveling, I got to meet a ton of really cool people. I love meeting shop owners, just some awesome disc golf dudes, and when I traveled all 50 states. So that's one thing I absolutely love, and that's kind of where the heart of my channel came from. Well, for today's video, I have the creator of a disc who's going to be joining us on the channel. Blake, come on over. Hey. So, hey man, I'm excited for this one. So this is Blake. He is the owner and creator of Sci-Fly discs. So I want you to go ahead, just tell us real quick who you are and kind of why we're here today, why you're on the channel.
Hey man, so my name is Blake Dew, creator of Sci-Fi discs and the Sputtnik. It's my first PDGA approved disc that I got approved. I 3D print them and make them in my garage at home right now, and you know, there's a lot of work, and I mean, we can talk about more of the details
absolutely
of the disc later on, but yeah, just happy to be here.
I'm gonna grab my copies because I've been hanging on to this one for months now. I've only thrown it twice, and he was watching. When I first met Blake, we were at another tournament, and he was set up there, and we were at a tournament hosted by Disc Fam, and I saw he printed some discs for Disc Fam. They were on the check-in table. I'm like, oh, those are cool. Where'd those come from? And they're like, right over there, check out that tent. He 3D prints them. So that just kind of, it got all started from there, and here we are. So super excited. So the Sputtnik is a putter. So we are going to play a couple of holes today. We want this to kind of be like a walking interview, something that I've never seen anyone else do before. So we're gonna play a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit, play a little bit, talk a little bit. I will warn you though, despite the channel, not that good at disc golf. So don't make me look bad.
I doubt I will. It'll be all right.
Okay, so we are, surprisingly enough, at Veterans Park here in Warren, Michigan, and I'm a veteran. Blake here is...
Yeah, I'm currently in the Air Force.
He's in the Air Force, so one day he'll be a veteran, but currently he's a service member. So it's just kind of fitting. I didn't even plan it that way. And this, hopefully I reached my goal because I want this video to go out on Veterans Day. So we're just kind of doubling up on all the patriotism today. Yeah. All right, so we are at hole 1, 250 feet. Blake has never played here before, so advantage me because he's played with the discs. Yeah. So it should balance out. 250 feet. Because my channel, I'm going to go first because I have that power and I really want to throw this thing. So I'll give you another really good look at this disc. It is PDGA approved, and once we get to one of the other holes, we're going to talk about where it came from, plastics, all that fun stuff. So 250 feet, although I gotta say, if I ace it on the first try, I get all my future discs for free. I think that's fair. All right, here we go. Oh boy. Ah! Holy moly. All right, I'll take it in the circle. All right, floating it down there. I like it. All right. You know what? Two off the top. Throw a second one. Throw another one. No, oh no, I'm parked. I don't need to throw another one. We warmed up already. There we go. All right, we're gonna see your putting skills. All right, so we're probably what, like 60 feet out? Okay, so being a putter, I haven't putted with this thing yet, and we got a little bit of approach game going. So so when you design this disc, what do you like? What is your intention? Is it just make something cool, or is it I want to create a putting putter, throwing putter, jack of all trades putter? Like, what's kind of the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, so it was very much intended to be more of an approach disc than a putting disc at all, really, as far as like getting it into the change. But I wanted something that was super controllable, that was straight when you needed it to be, but would hold the line when you needed it to.
Unless you throw it nose up twice.
Yeah, exactly. Once you come out on a 40.
I mean, I didn't do that. Just saying.
Time of disc golf, yeah. But
nice.
So moreover, just something that you knew that you were in control of. I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me even that it's like it flies kind of more like a frisbee than than a disc, and it is that lid, but it's what I thought to be a solid base, right? So this isn't my last disc by any means.
Oh, we'll get to that later. we'll get to that later. Yeah. Hopefully our second channel exclusive. But for now, yeah, I could definitely tell when I power up on this thing, it was absolutely laser beam straight. And that reminds me of my Berg, because I can throw the Berg super, super hard, and it's not going to flip unless I force it over. This thing I threw really hard, really flat, and it didn't deviate 6 inches left or right. It just went. It feels like almost, I hate overusing the term like a Berg, but it has very much that straight flight, but more glide.
Yeah, no, that's
Think
totally
like range, but not as flippy as a range.
Yep.
So
that's
I like it.
For sure what I was going for. Like
Sweet.
What you're hitting there, and like a Berg was a big inspiration on when I started.
I knew it. Yeah. See, that's why I throw it. Throw it nicely. All right, I'm going to let you go ahead. So he's going to throw this in. So Caleb, make sure you get a good shot of it. Throw it into the circle is what I meant to say. Throw it into the circle.
Did that at least.
All right, see if I can beat you with your own disc. I'm going to putt with the Pac-Man Ghost here. I like the feel of it. Ah! Yeah, see, we don't putt very well on this channel. Good putt. Now the pressure's on. I got to keep up. All right, Bob Marley. Oh, we tried to sneak out. All right, let's move on to hole number 2. Okay, so you mentioned that you got inspiration from the Berg on creating this thing. Hand feel, kind of like flight, just more glide. I want to know, what was your inspiration into making discs at all? Like, where did that idea come from? Did you just wake up and decide, like, hey, I want to make discs and play disc golf and start selling stuff, make my life that much more complicated?
No doubt about that. So, I mean, I guess I've been playing since 2001. It's been a long time since I played. And I took a break when I joined the military, actually. Like, I stopped playing for a long time. And last summer, we went up to Marquette, Michigan.
Okay.
We were up there all summer for work. And there's tons of amazing disc golf courses up there. And I had the time to play again, really, because, I was up there for work. Didn't have the family and the kids, and didn't have to mow grass and do all the things you have to do around here, So we played all summer long, and yeah, I just like looked into it.
You caught the bug.
Like, what does it take to make a disc, right?
Yeah.
And then you fall into I found Jesse from Trash Panda and followed his whole story. And, tons of other videos online and inspirational things, and then found out that you can PDGA approved a 3D printed disc, and never 3D printed anything, never.
This was your first time printing anything?
Yeah. I just jumped.
Wow, you're just going full speed. So I had kind of a similar experience with a different end result. So I played a couple times growing up in California as a kid with some friends. Then I played once or twice, actually, while I was up at Camp Grayling. One of the officers for one of the things we did up there, one of the events at Camp Grayling, took us out. We played just like one disc. We played a course that was right there by Camp Grayling. But when COVID happened, I like to be outdoors. I like to do things. And I've had shoulder surgery, so a lot of the sports I used to play, I just can't play very well. But then my kid's school was having a fundraising tournament. I saw in their school email, said disc golf. I'm like, hey, I remember playing that as a kid. It was a lot of fun. So we signed up for it, but nobody showed up. They're like, well, no one else signed up, so we can just go ahead and play around anyway. I'm like, let's do it. I don't care. I had no discs with me. I knew nothing. And I just kind of caught it from there, and I just dove in head first. And my creative side, see, I'm not adventurous enough to dive into the 3D printing side just yet. I got into disc dyeing. So I started doing dyeing discs. It kind of fell off when I started traveling for other jobs, but that was my creative outlet. You went to making the discs, I went to making them pretty. So mine's cheaper, his is cooler. So that's awesome. So I want to know, where did the flight numbers come from?
Oh, shoot. So
Well, hang on. Hey, you know what? Let's save that for another question, because I want you to think about it. I want to know where the name, your company name, I want to know where the name Sputtnik came from, and I want to know how you got these flight numbers, because I feel like that's a good story.
All great stories.
Sweet. All right, let's throw this hole real quick. Why don't you go first this time, since we both got a par. Dead straight, 218 feet. Oh, yeah. I'm going to throw the Marley on this one. Oh! Starting to look good. He's getting warmed up, though, I can tell. Oh, a little low. Ah! All right. Let's get up there and see how well this approach disc can approach. All right, let's give it the old long backhand. You know what? On this channel, we're known for throwing forehands in with our bergs. So if you say it's berg-like, let's see if we can throw this thing in. Oh, you know what? It's a little Annie, but not bad. Not bad. Oh, see, that's a nice technique. Letting it just come straight down and sit. I always run everything. So if I go for it and miss, it's always just way past the basket.
I mean, that's proper though, right?
I mean, listen, that's what makes it fun for me. I'm either going to go all out and try and win everything, or I'm just going to lose by 15 over, because I just go for it, man. It's like, it's my competitive nature. I just go for it. All right, see if I can put this in. Oh, come on! I am not doing this on purpose. Crap. Now he's beating me. We'll see. There we go. Now I'm losing by one. Nothing's changed. Okay, so now I'm going to let you finish telling that story. Where did the name and the numbers come from?
Yeah, so Sputtnik, right? The name comes from the very first thing that was ever launched into space. So that was a satellite by the Russians in like the...
Oh, I get it now. That's why you threw that first one so nose up. You were trying to show the spot. Okay, all right. Totally makes sense now. All right, cool.
Yep. So yeah, so my first disc that I'm launching, right? And the first thing launching into space just happens to have the word putt in it, and it's a putter, so I just added an extra T, and we got... That's
perfect. I love that. So where did the numbers come from?
So the numbers, I mean, to be honest.
So what are? Do you have one with? Let me grab the label real quick.
Yeah. So,
only one of the ones that we brought actually has the numbers on it. So the numbers are 2.25 for a speed, 3.14, and then for glide, negative 0.25, and then 1. So check out them numbers. So how did you come up with those? Like, MVP uses the half numbers on some stuff.
Yeah. Where
did you get 3.14, et cetera, et cetera?
If I'm being totally honest, it's because I don't believe in the flight numbers being true to
rock on.
Everything.
Rock on.
So
I love that.
I researched everything. And like, I put so many hours into this one disc. It's I'm not saying that I'm the only one that's ever done as much, but I've put a lot into it. And the flight numbers were huge, so tons of crowdsourcing. Everywhere I went, I'd ask people what they thought the flight numbers were. Everyone that I sold one to on my store online, I would email, follow up, and ask them to give me feedback on it. And it was everywhere. Like, nobody was consistent whatsoever. I heard 3 different speeds, like 3 different glides, 4 different turns. Like, it never made any sense. And then I went and I reached out to Tech Disc, and I got a Tech Disc put on one.
Oh, nice,
so
nice.
The first 3D printed company to get a Tech Disc put on one.
Nice.
It's kind of cool. They have it down at their facility now. So I thought maybe that would help, right? So I went through that, but the puck being on the bottom completely changed the flight of the disc so much and made it flippy. So that didn't help me really either. So then I threw it. I bought literally every throwing putter that I could find. I bought them all. Like, I own them all. And I threw them against the Sputtnik in fields for months. Like, every time I'd get a chance, I'd go out to a field and I'd just buckets of putters out there. And still, like, I can get kind of close, but, it doesn't really make that much sense. So I figured I'll get kind of close, but I'll make them weird enough.
Yeah, it's memorable. No, I didn't know if like maybe you were just smarter than me and you're like, oh yeah, it's an equation, 2.25, 3.14, kind of like pi. Like I didn't know if you were just like spacing me out.
3.14 is pi, which
That's
I glide, which is kind of funny because it doesn't really glide all that much.
it glides like you're throwing an apple pie. It's less messy. That's awesome though. So where did the name Sci-Fly come from? Obviously you're a science fiction guy, I would assume, right?
Yeah, to an extent for sure, and I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with the 3D printing vibe of things.
Absolutely.
It's
harking back to the replicators from Star Trek back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, I'm still waiting for those. Like, I need a replicator and a transporter.
Yeah.
Make my life easy. Forget drones. I just want to be deatomized, sent across microwaves, and reatomized.
Who knows, man? Technology's crazy.
Right. All right. Well, I got more questions, but let's throw this hole. It's 313 feet. It's dead straight, and it's your T-pad. Have at it. Oh, that's a good rip right there. Nice. So I am going to throw the Marley again because I don't think I did it justice. But as you can see, and this will be another question, so don't answer it yet. The first one that I threw is dead flat. This one has a little bit of dome to it, so hopefully that means it's got a little bit more than 3.14 glide on it. Maybe we can get like 3.25 at least. Because 313 is a little bit of a heave, so let's see if we can get it down there. At least got some snap out of it, and it just died. So maybe it is 3.14. All right, so different routes, different discs, same results. We're like 3 feet apart from each other. So, all right, let's go with Pac-Man again. I'm gonna see if we can approach our way up there on a backhand. Yeah, super straight. I like that. I like that. Oh, there you go. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, I can't help but run it. Like, it's just how, that was probably the better choice. A little nose up, let it die right by the basket. Instead, I'm like 15 feet past it and I have to try and putt now. But I just can't help it. I always want that highlight putt, highlight throw. It's my downfall.
I mean, I wouldn't say it lessons, but like I had a pro once, like, talk us through some things. And, I mean, that was his whole thing. He's like, you got to make you want the basket to spit it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to stop short of it.
Got to give it a chance.
Make the basket
give
work.
it a chance, absolutely. All right, I'm going back to the original Sputtnik. Maybe he'll be nice to me. There we go. Got the par. Nice. We're going to skip holes 5 and 6 because throwing 350 feet with this just ain't going to happen for me. So we're going to hop over to 7 and go from there. See you there? All right, so I was saving this until we got back on camera. So a lot of us know like the normal injection molded process for making a disc. And a lot of the variations that we see, sometimes domey, sometimes not, people talk about, oh, this one's flat, it's an overstable run, yada, 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 has to do with like ambient temperature and all that kind of stuff. And I noticed on some of yours, like I said before, some are flat, some are domey. So can you talk a little bit like about the actual production process of these? Because obviously the 3D printing, you've got different colors. I know you've got different types of plastic like glow, so talk about that a little bit. And then you have something special that you do with some of those discs. That definitely want you to talk about as well.
Yeah. So manufacturing process. So they get printed like this. So
okay.
They're sitting on a flat surface, and that's how it starts. And that's why this surface is so
smooth.
So smooth.
Gotcha.
And then you can feel like
yeah.
that.
Oh, I meant to do this early on camera, or so you can hear it. We've all had those stickers or the like the transforming cards as kids where you turn it into a different image. That's exactly what this feels like to me. And you get that same sound. And I remember as a kid just sitting there scratching those things all day with my nails because I just like the sound of it. Yeah, absolutely. Takes me back to the 90s.
Yeah. So they're printed like that. And then as far as like some of them being like slightly domey, that's so like that one there in particular, right? is
Yeah.
moreover it just sitting on the rack. So it didn't
Oh.
get printed like that. It's just like over time. So I always store them like this,
Mhm.
upright on a rack. That's a proper way of doing it.
Sure.
But sometimes, and it might just be the plastic, because just like in injection molding, 3D printing, the plastics are also like completely
Variations,
different,
yeah.
right? So like these are the same. These are all the same disc. And in fact, every single one of these is in a completely different plastic. That's glow right there. This
Oh,
is
okay.
rainbow glow.
Nice.
And then the confetti, and then this kind of neon. But like the stiffness, and then like this one is like super soft, right?
Nice.
So like,
Oh, yeah. So give us the technical. I don't remember all the types of plastic. So what is the type of plastic that you primarily use for these?
yeah. So these are all made out of TPU,
That's it, TPU. I could.
which is the same material like every disc you've ever.
Got you. For the
well,
life of me, I couldn't think of that word.
TPU, but yeah, TPU
Nice.
is all your premium
That
plastic
is soft.
discs. Yeah. So
Nice.
it's the same stuff. And then these ones here this is an example. This is like my personal one, but there's definitely a lot of different custom ones that I've made. It's a big part of what we do is custom discs. But so inside this,
That's foreshadowing for later.
yeah, inside of this is all done by hand. So it's not a die, and it's not printed in there. I pause the print, and I go in with a syringe filled with resin, and pour this resin design inside of the disc, and then continue the print on.
That's so cool. And I can confirm it is completely smooth on top. Like you can feel the print on here, but then this is nothing. So unlike a die or a stamp or anything, this isn't going to fade. Like this is it. It's always going to be there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think like if you want to compare it to like the Fuse line of Discraft, it's sort of like that. It's inside the plastic. It's
That's
the
so
same
cool.
material inside of it, just in a different form that I put
Now,
by hand.
I already know the answer to this, but do you ever do any that's not resin, that you put anything else inside in that process?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So,
Tell them about that.
yeah, I definitely have. I've done meteorite, actually. So crushed up
Nice.
actual meteorite and put it inside the resin, then put it inside the disc. There's some out there, and I definitely have more of those coming as well.
Nice.
And, yeah, I wanted to say that the disc was from outer space, right? Sci-Fi.
There you go. That's perfect.
Sputtnik. And so those meteorite discs are literally like a piece of it is from outer space.
That's cool.
Crazy.
That's cool. All right, well, it is still your T-pad to put this one into orbit.
All right.
272, we got a little bit of wind, so have at it. Oh, we're gonna pretend that one didn't happen. Throw another one.
That's what I get for overcorrecting.
My bad. It was actually my turn to have the T-pad. Let me go first here. That definitely didn't just happen. Holy smokes!
Oh boy.
All right, that's like a good 240. That's a decent putt.
Yeah, so this one's the very first Sputtnik I ever made.
First
I
one.
didn't even have like a logo yet for Sci-Fly.
Looks good though.
First thing I ever, yeah. And just started messing around with the resin, and this was one of the prototypes that I had been playing around with, and then there we have it. Now today,
Nice.
PDGA approved.
Let's see how it flies. Flies like a Sputtnik.
Yeah.
So have you seen a lot of change in the mold, like since you made the first one to what you sell now? Like, is it different at all? Have you made tweaks to it, the design at all? Or are you just kind of figuring out more about the process and that's changed it at all?
Yeah,
At all?
so not really to the design at all, not to the overall shape of it or anything like that. That's exactly the same as this in the same file. But more so like what took me a long time was like this curve. Like this
Yeah, I
right
was curious
here.
about that. So did you generate the entire file from scratch? Like that's all yours? You didn't have a reference or anything?
Correct, yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
So, but what took me forever was this so TPU particularly in overhangs is what this is called, because it's overhanging, right?
Sure.
And 3D printing is incredibly difficult. It's insane. And I spent probably 3 months doing nothing, but every night and every weekend coming home from work and just making this until I got my settings where this wasn't all messed up.
That's
now,
so
if you
cool.
look at the first one, which I'll show you, you can see that like the like it's messed up right here, and it almost
Like the
looks
radius,
it's
you mean,
disc
almost?
wear. Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like it's been beat up, right? But honestly, that was just from, it looked like that when I pulled it off the printer. These
Nice.
things don't beat up very easily.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Because like TPO is what you make phone cases out of, right?
Yeah.
Same type stuff. So they're durable.
Yeah. 100%.
So
yeah.
that's awesome. All right, let's go see how well we threw.
Not very good.
Woo! I thought you had it. Hey, can I putt with that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
The first one.
the first one, the OG. All right. See how well the first one putts. Oh! It putts nicely. So one thing I will say I really like about the design, and it's just, as you kind of mentioned, is a byproduct of the production process. I like all the grip on my fingers. So when I throw, the way that I grip, and especially when I putt, I don't like the bottom of the flight plate to be super slippery because I put a lot of spin when I release. I have a lot of spin, and that gives me a lot of grip when I let it go. So I really like how it feels.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's
really like it.
It's a mixed bag of reviews for that. You know, some people feel like it's rough, and some people like it. I personally, I'm the same way. I like it.
I'm a spin putter. I like having that extra grip to get the spin on it.
And also, I've been caught out in the rain.
Oh yeah.
On a course before, I was playing what was it? Black Lotus.
Okay.
And got caught in the rain, and it was the only thing I could throw because everything else just got way too slippery. And
Yeah,
my towel
I
was
can.
soaked,
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
grip it, so I was just throwing Sputniks.
Sweet. Well, the next hole is going to be interesting because we're going through the woods, so we're going to have to put it on some angles more than just straight. So this one will be fun. So this course is fun because there's tunnel shots, there's long wide open shots. Now we're gonna see how this disc really holds up to some angles. Because on this particular hole, we've got the option where we can go right down the right side with a hyzer on a right hand backhand, try and get it to come over. You can try and throw it right up the middle, and if you're adventurous, you can probably try and throw like a anti-flex or something. So we know this thing will fly straight. We're gonna see how it holds up to some angles.
Yeah, or maybe some trees.
Or, you know what? We're gonna do a durability test. We're gonna do a flight test. So I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm gonna go back to the Pac-Man. I'm going to attempt to throw the right line with a hyzer. I want to get it high so that it comes back. It not quite stalls, but I want to see if I can get this on a high hyzer to get over to the basket. So kind of knifing hyzer. Or go the inside gap and nearly park it. It held the hyzer though. Nice.
Yeah, it'll hold any line.
All right, so which tree are you going to hit?
Oh, probably.
There's so many to choose from. Oh, he's going forehand. Oh, Caleb, come on this side so we can see this.
We'll see what happens. Let's see. I've had success with it a few times, so we'll see.
All right. Okay. So if I were placing bets, that's not the tree I would have picked.
No. I told you the smallest one.
Oh, I love that. All right, I'm going to throw another one right up the gap, right up the center. See if we can get all the way to the basket. Okay, not to spoil the ending, but I'm pretty sure that's going to make the bag. I love that thing. There you go. Still held the hyzer. Nice shot. Oh, wow. Good shot. Go in. Oh, that was so close to the tree. That was awesome.
I'm always better with it on my second shot because that's what it was meant. You know, that's what
Yeah.
I was meant it for.
Yeah, it's not meant to be thrown off the tee, all right? Not everyone can be me. That's probably a good thing. So I just got to say, Caleb, point down at my second shot that I can't keep. I'm 5 feet from the basket. So, yeah, it flies really nice. Let's see if I can put the old Bob Marley from my original shot, which was still a good shot. Oh, come on! That's not even on purpose. All right, hang on. He says it always goes better the second time you throw it. So let's see if I can get a second one in. Nope, it's me. It's me. All this talk about how I can spin, right. If this had counted, it'd have been great. But now I got to throw from over here. Ah! And this is why I haven't won the Brandenburg Amateur Championships yet. It's because of my putting, honestly. Oh, this is just getting ridiculous. Does it scuba? Nope. All right. Cut! We're just gonna move to the next hole. We're gonna pretend none of that happened. Go away, go away. No, 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 no. You were talking about these things being durable. Yeah. I got permission. I'm like, hey man, can we just would you be mad if we throw it into a tree? Yeah. And he's like, yes, please. So please explain.
Yeah. So all right. One of the #1 questions I always get, it being a 3D printed disc, is, oh, it's just gonna break, right? Or
yeah, because most people assume 3D print's gonna be brittle.
They think it's going to be PLA and it's just going to snap like the little toy stuff that you
right.
Print. But like again, this is the same material, identical to every disc that, you know, every premium disc you've ever thrown. It's all TPU. It's the same stuff.
Nice.
So it holds up pretty good. Bang it into that tree. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Hang on. I want you, see here. Hang on, let me think. How do I want to do this? Man. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Tell me what it is. I'm not going to guess. Yeah, you got to tell me.
This is a magic show now.
No. It's not that kind of, that's not that kind of science fiction show.
4.
4, all right. I'm going to throw it into the tree 4 times. You're going to throw it into the tree 4 times. And then Caleb behind the camera is going to throw it into the tree 4 times.
I like it.
I am going to do 2 backhands and 2 forehands. You guys do whatever you want.
Right.
So we are going to put this to the test. And we're throwing Bob Marley. Sorry, Bob. Bad hair day. Oh, there's 1. Let me go get it. All right, that's 2. All right, now we're going to go forehand. Woo! That had some bounce to it. All right, and we'll do another one. All right, now let's see the damage. He's a proud papa over here, I can tell. All right, so let's see what we got here. Caleb, get nice and close. All those hits, and there's nothing. I mean, there's barely even a scratch, and I'm not saying that hyperbolically. Like, there's barely even a scratch on this stuff. Nice, your turn.
All right.
There we go. Oh, he's taking out the tree. Nice. One more, then we'll bring in the big gun. Nice. All right, let's see how it looks. See how it looks? You see that, Caleb? Still nothing. All right, Mr. Big Arm.
Break it.
Big Arm boy behind the camera. Now we're gonna see him. We're gonna see if he can do it. Well, get a little closer, man. I've seen you throw. I don't want you to miss. You embarrass all of us. Oh, I forgot. He's a lefty, so we got to come over here too.
I haven't played in like 2.5 months.
Yeah, he's lying. He played earlier today. Woo! Nice. Okay, so we finally achieved something here. So Caleb is a gorilla, and he throws really hard. And he got more than 4 throws at it because we got that really sweet slow-mo shot. We were finally able to at least take a chip out of it, but it's only the top layer. Like this, the disc would still fly. Like here, 100%. Watch this. Caleb, track the shot. Look at that. How did it get past that tree branch? I don't know.
No tree.
But even smashing it repeatedly into the tree at point blank range with a chip taken out of it, still flies exactly like it's supposed to. That is impressive. Yes. Good stuff, man. Now I got to go pick that up. And then there were 2. Yeah. We were helping. We weren't destroying property. We were doing research.
Yeah.
But I have to say, that thing held up really well because I know I throw hard. You threw it a lot. And that boy throws really, really hard. And he took a lot of shots at it. So I'm still impressed. I am impressed. I don't normally tee off at a tree from point blank range. I hit trees from point blank range, but I don't normally intentionally tee off from there. But this hole's 264 feet, and I'm not going to try and get silly because sometimes I'll go up the right-hand side and hyzer it. Nope. I'm just going to be going straight up the middle. Oh, no. This is your D-pad. I just shot like a plus 30 over there. This is your D-pad. It's a good thing this is for fun and not keeping score. The last time I made this type of shot, I couldn't keep it because it was my second shot. I'm taking it the first time. Nice, nice. Tried to take out a squirrel. Going with my OG Sputtnik, the first one he gave me. I'm gonna see if I can just hit that gap straight up the middle. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, almost got the squirrel.
And it kicked you like perfect too. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have to make the bag. I mean, if you can hit a squirrel with it, it probably should keep it in your bag. You never know when that comes in handy.
No kidding.
Nice. He's got that vertical putt. Nice, with the OG. I'm surprised you didn't let us throw that one 15 times into a tree. I can't imagine why. See if I can avoid the disaster of last hole. What did I do that time? Ah! See, that's why we don't keep score on this channel. All right. There it's in. Next hole. Before we get to this next hole, I got to know if your disc is universally compatible with the disc chargers at your common park. See here, give it some time. All right. Now we'll be able to see if it works. Come on, don't tell me you've never tried putting it on a disc charger before.
Oh yeah. You got to. It's classic.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you mentioned before, about this being your first disc and you want to do more. Is there anything, you don't have to give away anything, but what are your plans? When you go to do your next disc, what type of disc you looking for? You looking for a mid-range? You looking for a driver? Like, what are your thoughts?
So I've been prototyping both.
Okay.
And just trying to find the right one. I'm also trying to push a little bit of limits though too. So I don't believe that we've figured out exactly the best way that a disc should be manufactured yet. Like as a whole, is disc golf, period, right? And I think there's some boundaries that we can push and.
Don't tell me you're gonna do a square disc. That's already been done.
No.
I tried it and it did not go well for me.
No, not that at all. But so I am an aircraft mechanic by trade, so flight surfaces are kind of something I know about.
That's your jam.
Yeah. So
we'll see. I'm excited. Well, I just want to say, when you are looking for volunteers for testing, we want to sign up. We're ready to smash things into a tree, so to speak.
Heck yeah. We're not doing that one.
Okay, no. Not right away, at least. Not right away. Okay. Actually, I want to ask you something. So, I noticed on here you don't have, at least I haven't seen it anywhere, your disc weights. So do you have a lot of variance in how much they weigh? What's the typical weight for these discs? 'Cause I know some people like super lightweight. I don't. I like throwing close to max weight. Probably like 172, 173 range is my sweet spot. So what do these typically come out as, and are they consistent between the prints?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I actually fluctuate the weight.
Okay. So
you
do it on purpose?
I do it on purpose because
Nice.
people like it at different weights. If you go on my website, I put all that information. Each disc is sold individually, so you'd be able to buy the weight that you wanted.
Nice. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. Foreshadowing. Cool.
And then something that's kind of interesting is the way that I do the weight is inside of here is called infill, and that's what these different patterns are. And some of them have different patterns on them, right? So
yeah. So this has got hexagons on it.
Yeah, that one's triangles. And that one's bigger triangles.
That's cool because Caleb was asking me about that earlier. What are the triangles? I don't know. We're gonna ask him. So that's what they are.
Yeah.
So is that kind of so speaking in 3D print terms, is that kind of like interior support structure?
You got it. Yep.
See, exactly. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. I'm proud of myself.
And what's interesting about it too, so the edge is solid, and so in between there is just air.
So does that kind of give it a gyroscopic effect?
You got it, yeah.
So you're pushing all that weight to the edge?
Yep. Yeah, it's very much
nice.
Like that. And that's a big part of it. And that's how I fluctuate the weight is what's inside of there. And I've messed with it too. I've done tests where I've done like all the weight to one side, and like in different things, and tried to make it fly differently. Honestly, this shape is just so blunt that there's not a lot that has made this thing fly very different. It's kind of interesting. So.
Yeah. So I could definitely see, like, being 3D printed, you're so agile in how you can change the design. What I think would be fun is whatever your next mold is, probably not with a putter, but you know, you've probably heard of the groove, you've heard of a turbo putter, like all the different surfaces that are underneath. I wonder if there's room to play around with how we grip a disc instead of just a smooth surface on the inside of the rim. I would love to see what you come up with that. I think that would be fun.
Yeah,
just like, I don't know what else there would be, but I just think there's probably room for improvement.
That
I know
different. That's right there.
Yeah.
I put that on there just because it felt weird trying to forehand it without it. So I put it just to give a little something for your finger to feel.
Yeah.
That's all it's for. Everybody thinks that it's structural, but I just wanted to.
Yeah, because then you can play around with that. You can do like the old, like the pig with a groove top. Oh, yeah. There's all sorts of things you could do, man. That'd be so cool. All right, it's still your hole. So this one's 290 feet. It is, you know, pretty much just, for me, it's a big hyzer, and hopefully it actually hyzers back. When I threw this one earlier, I threw a perfect shot, hit the top of the hill, and just rolled all the way down for like a 60-foot putt. I thought I took Caleb in a one-on-one, and then it just rolled away. My whole round just rolled away. So I'm gonna let you do you, man. Nice. See, you didn't put your disc on the disc charger. That's why you didn't get all the way up there. This one I turboed up, so let's see how far we can get. 300 would be pretty impressive for me with this disc. And that's probably my max distance with it. I gave it all I got. It's like 250 up a hill. I'm happy with that. Just go. Awesome. All right, well, you got a chunk you got to cut off now, because I am sitting closer. And listen, all you got to do is miss this about 35 times, and we'll be on par together. Oh, look at that. Man, you put it up in the air, that thing definitely hooks up and comes back. That's impressive. I like a versatile disc like that. You can just do a lot of different things with it. All right, see if I can put this in for definitely the win. This is definitely the winning putt right here. I mean, this is definitely the winning putt. Ah! Come on. I am very consistently all over the outside of the basket. You are correct. Nice putt. All right, well, I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up. So, this has been a lot of fun. Like like I said, first channel exclusive. It's really hard to see. This is another one of those Pac-Man discs. I have enjoyed hearing about all the different stuff, all the different, I love the process, because I am a how it's made generation kid. I grew up on how it's made. I like to watch everything. That's the cool thing about my day job. I get to go see people make stuff all the time and teach them how to film it. So it's super cool. And of course, have huge love for disc golf. So being able to combine those two things together is awesome. So before we wrap up, we already talked a little bit about future plans. Tell us kind of like what you have going on right now. How can people get a hold of these? I know you mentioned you can do custom prints. You could do as little as one or a whole run of them. Kind of tell us a little bit about that. How can people get a hold of the Sputtnik?
Yeah, so Sci-Fly.com, easiest way. That's my website. I post a lot on Instagram and Facebook. And I try to do drops consistently. It's been a little while since I've had one, but I have quite a few coming out. And being that this is going to be this week for Veterans Day, putting this video out. So probably in the next few weeks, you'll see quite a few drops, different discs, including some new meteorite stuff. But Sci-Fly.com is where you can buy them right through the store there, ship them straight to you. Custom discs, we can do a few different styles with either the resin or the
or what if we wanted to do something kind of like this? You think this would look good on a disc?
Definitely.
This right here, wink, wink, wink. So I would ask you about this, but if let's say one of our fans, we have like 2 or 3. If someone said, "Hey, can I order one of those Bearded Bros discs?" You think they'd be able to order that?
100%.
All right, sweet. So
no minimum on custom discs.
sweet. So I know I've already got some on order, so
Yeah.
I can't wait for mine. And once I get that, it's going straight in my bag. I'm having a blast throwing this thing. Also, not only because it's a good disc, there's an awesome story behind it. I love discs with stories, and there's a story behind this, and I think it's awesome. So if you do, you heard it from him. If you want a Bearded Bros Sputtnik, just email them, and he'll be able to get that order in for you. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. What about social media?
Yeah.
Where you guys at?
This on Instagram and on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, I have some YouTube videos. Actually, I have a YouTube video on how I made it. If you want to see.
Oh,
like,
sweet.
How it's done.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely gonna. I'll link to that in the description, so you guys can go check him out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support him, for sure. And if you happen to be in the greater Detroit area at a tournament, look for him. He may pop up somewhere. That's how I first met
I
him.
do go out to quite a few.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. So this has been awesome. Congratulations on the awesome disc. Happy Veterans Day. And we will catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy.